home whites with red striping, and it looks like Ottawa Cyclones will be in red jerseys with white outline and white numerals. Grizzlies are headed to the locker room. There's 4:57 to go until this one will start. We still await the starting lineups for both squads. We can assume Coach Argabright's, but it has been different over the last 3 games as he's been mixing it up, as now we see the Cyclone starters take off their tops. So we will go ahead and get those ready for you here. As maybe I assume that's their starters, either that or it's probably just for the warm-up purposes.
That's a good guess as well, but if I had to guess, I'd say that those are their starters.
As they're getting into shell drill. And, Jack, you've seen the boys here the last matchup against Coffeyville. I watched them online. A very good matchup for the Grizzlies against a very quick Coffeyville team. And, Jack, we saw 5 guards. I texted you during that game, and I heard you mention it. A 5-guard setup seems to be the way a lot of teams are heading and transitioning with their programs, as now we see Labette County emerge, and they're going back to the original starting lineup that we saw at the beginning of the season.
Oh, Trent's in there.
And Trent is back. We're happy to see the senior back in the lineup. But, Jack, what's the keys tonight for these Grizzlies? Is it looks like they're going to be outmatched in size and length.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say ball pressure on all, even if the person who you're guarding doesn't have the ball. I have a feeling, I haven't seen this Ottawa team play, but I have a feeling that if we help too much, then we're going to get beat backside and we're going to get smoked inside. Especially these guards might take us one-on-one on the outside and use their size advantage on us to just go simply one-on-one and just try and use their size to get to the rim and either get fouled and finish. So just ball pressure at all 5 positions, even away from the ball, is going to be huge, if that makes sense. And the second one is it has to be foul trouble. I mean, I'm not going to say this Grizzly team isn't deep. We have some pretty good bench players that are pretty young, really young. But we can't afford to get into foul trouble. I'm curious to see. I would assume Trent Brock would play normal minutes. I don't know, maybe a little less. I can't see him just playing like a quarter or something. Trent is too tough to be able to do that. But foul trouble will definitely help keep our depth alive throughout this ball game. And then the third one is going to have to be dynamic scoring. We know that kind of Alex Meister and Eli Heston are our 2 main scorers. If one of them has a bad night, it seems like the other one kind of helps him out. And somebody else. If both Alex and Eli shoot the ball really well and somebody else can back them up, we can win a few games this year. So it's going to have to be a team effort here tonight and every night for these Grizzlies.
As there you have it, Jack's 3 keys. We're 2 minutes away from the start of this one. Let's take one final 30-second timeout here on KLKC 106.7 FM, and when we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups between the Cyclones and the Labette County Grizzlies. Starting lineups coming for this one, as it's going to be first for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Ottawa Cyclones. It's going to look like this, as we're going to see. I think they're just picking up their shirts.
I was going to say, man, they were going to confuse me if they were putting them on.
As it's going to be this, number 2, a 5'11 junior, Chase Bloomer. Number 5, a 6'4 sophomore, Jake Titus. Number 10, a 5'11 senior, Brady Beats. Number 12, a junior at 6'1, Noah McCullough. And a 6-foot sophomore, number 24, Carter Mason. And for your Labette County Grizzlies, it is going to be, let me flip the program here. It's going to be number 4, a 5'10 sophomore, LaTravion Vinson. Number 5, a 5'11 sophomore or junior, Eli Heston. Number 10, a 6-foot junior, Chase Carnahan. Number 12, a 6'2 junior, Alex Meister. And rounding out the starting lineup, as we're happy to see his name back in the lineup after quarantine, number 21, a 6-foot senior, Trent Brock. So again, it's Vincent, Heston, Carnahan, Meister, and Brock. And for the Cyclones, once again, it is Bloomer, Titus, Beats, McLeod, and Mason. And Jack, we talk about it, we look at their starting five, 5'11", 6'4", 5'11", 6'1", 6 foot.
Yeah, they're tall, deep. Like they have multiple players that I haven't seen them play, but generally, whenever you see a lineup like that at this level, they're going to be pretty salty basketball players.
Yeah, and they're going to have a mixture of experience. They're going to have a mixture of youth, as we'll see what that turns out to be. One senior in the starting lineup, another senior on the bench, so a very young team for this Cyclones program. And Labette County, again, only one senior in the starting lineup. This will be the first time they've had a senior in the starting lineup in quite some weeks. And so we'll see what the Grizzlies have on tap as they finish up the starting lineups. Let's pause for station identification here on KLKC. As you're listening to KLKC 106.7 FM out of Parsons, this is Grizzly Nation Radio. It's going to be a good one as it's Grizzlies trying to follow up and get a sweep of the Cyclones. Lady Grizzlies victorious in game number 1, 41-20 over the Lady Cyclones, and it's going to be time for the boys to try and match it. If the boys win, the girls have won already. They'll play for 5th place in the Burlington Invitational on Friday night. But the task at hand here going against a very good Cyclone boys program. Cyclones, as we looked at the stats from before, Ottawa Beats was one of the top scorers in the game the other night for the Cyclones. He finished with 12, 4 of those from 3. So 4 threes on the night for Beats. McLeod finishes with 16 in total. And so a lot of scoring going on that side of the floor. Going to have to guard the 3-point line. Grizzlies got a task at hand, but I know they're going to be up for it tonight.
Yeah, and I've kind of been speaking with the gentleman next to me who's here supporting Ottawa, and he told me that McCullough is their best player. His dad's the coach, and his dad played at Washburn. And we obviously see McCullough scoring 16, and so we'll see if we see a 16 bomb here or more tonight from McCullough.
Ball goes up top first to McCullough. He's going to skip it back corner as it's Titus. Goes right back inside McCullough. Kicks it for 3. Bloomer launches it short. Rebound McCullough guarded by Carnahan. So Carnahan tasked with the project of him tonight. Ball back up top to Bloomer. One shot no good. And now it's a rebound. And it's going to be a second opportunity for the Cyclones. Roll on the inside. They're looking for Mason. No good. Comes back out top, and they're going to skip it cross court to Bloomer. He's tiptoeing the sideline as now they'll rotate it around. Good ball movement here from the Cyclones as Mason continues to look inside for Titus. He's going to come to the near corner, or far corner now. Hits a cutting McCullough. Carnahan working hard, and if he would have stayed straight up, he wouldn't have got the foul, but he brought that hand down, drawing the foul on number 10, Chase Carnahan, as we'll see Noah McCullough headed to the line for 2 shots. McCullough's first shot is up and in. So first point of the ball game goes to none other than Noah McCullough. Shot number 2 on the way. It is up and hits the front iron and off. Rebound, Trent Brock, as Grizzlies will have their first possession now of the ball game 1 minute in.
Yeah, on Monday against Rock Creek, we played against a Rock Creek team who has a kid named Dawson Zinger, and he is a stud. And so we see Noah McCullough tonight representing Ottawa as their stud. We'll see how he does tonight. And
it's interesting. I didn't know what to expect from the Cyclones. Cyclones come out in a 2-3 zone here against the Grizzlies, so not a traditional man-to-man team. Grizzlies do have a 3-point threat in Heston, so we'll see how they attempt to handle him tonight. As it's Heston on the left wing on cue for 3, no good long. Rebound backside by Bloomer, as here come the Cyclones for their third possession of this ball game. Goes high post to McCullough. He's going to skip it into the corner now to Titus. He'll launch a three and round the rim and out. McCullough active on the boards. Somehow Eli Heston comes away with it. Full court pass, connects to Trent Brock. Brock dishes it backside, and Meister loses it, tips it out now, and it's Vincent corralling it.
Nice looking opportunity there. That if Trent could just hold that ball, that's 2 points, but it was kind of a tough pass to corral. But a great defensive rebound by Heston on this end.
Heston over to Vincent. He loses the handle and picks it back up. Now it's Meister at the high post. He's going to drive against the much taller number 5, the 6'4", Jake Titus, and he will commit the foul. So Meister will go to the line for 2 shots. Titus picks up foul number 1, and that is team foul number 1 against the Cyclones. First shot from Meister is up, nothing but nylon. This score's knotted up at 1 apiece, with a second shot coming here for Alex Meister. As it is up and in, 2 free throws for Meister. No field goals for either team yet in this one. It's been a free throw shots only. As now it's McCullough on the right wing, kicks it up top to Mason. Into the left wing now is Beats, kicks it around the perimeter. Good ball movement once again from the Cyclones. Action everywhere. Ball comes inside to number 5, Titus. He's blocked by Meister, gets his own miss, and puts it back in. First field goal for the Cyclones goes to Titus. It's 3-2. Almost sounds a little bit familiar to where the boys or the girls game started out here, Jack.
Yeah, it does, and we see a little bit of that length there brought to light from Titus there on the inside. Got his own miss and put it back up strong, and it looked pretty easy for him.
Ball comes over to Trey Vincent working against this 2-3 zone. 2 guards up high. Ball enters high post. Now it's right back to Heston into the corner. Carnahan, he has his feet set, launches the 3 around the rim. No good. Alex Meister crashing the boards and connects it. Alex Meister with all 4 for the Grizzlies. It's 4-3 here. We're halfway home in this first quarter. Ball goes back up top now, as it's going to be Mason working with the basketball. Kicks it to the corner to Bloomer. As they're looking inside for Titus. He tries to hit a cutting McCullough. It's turned over, though. Chase Carnahan comes away with it. Here come the Grizzlies looking to extend their 1-point lead here early against Ottawa.
And Alex Meister's so dynamic. So dynamic. Looking at him, you think, okay, he plays a guard, 2-3 position. But, I mean, you'll see him down there making plays with the 4s and 5s.
A very long 2-3 zone here for the Cyclones, as their top 2 of their zone are all the way up into the volleyball lines, almost near half court, forcing Labette County to catch it back towards the half court line. Trey Vincent on the left wing. He tries to dive in, turns it over, trying to kick it to Heston. It's Bloomer attacking the rim. He's going to lay it home as the Ottawa Cyclones take the lead back 5-4 now. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Heston with the basketball, kicks it to the right side to Vincent. Vincent's going to set it up here against the zone.
Yeah, it's definitely a different look than we're used to seeing, especially out of the gate. And if Heston can knock down a couple threes, or Alex, and we'll see if Ottawa switches out of it or not.
Vincent with it on the left sideline, near steal once again. It's Heston corralling. He's in the middle, kicks it to Vincent. Vincent goes short corner and a dive
nice
down
pass.
And a pass to Carnahan, connected and one with the up and under. What a dish on the assist from Trent Brock as we welcome him back to this ball game. And it's Chase Carnahan connecting for an and one. And we're going to see number 3, Griffin Eaton, checking into the ball game, replacing Trey Vincent.
Yeah, Trent never panics when he gets the ball, and he's a safety in football, so he has really good vision, and whenever he caught it, he saw Chase cutting and delivered a beautiful pass.
Carnahan connects on the free throw. It's Labette County 7, Ottawa 5. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Ball up top with Beats, guarded by Heston. Loose ball on the deck, picked up by newly checked in Jose Richards, as now it comes back up top to Brady Beats. Ball goes inside, and there's a foul on Trent Brock as they tried to get the ball inside the Beats. Trent tried to deny that entry, but not able to be successful. 2 team fouls against the Grizzlies, and it's the first one against Brock.
Yeah, and Titus has already shown his length and strength down low in the paint, so Trent understandably gambling on that pass to try to prevent him from getting the ball on him.
McCullough with the basketball, kicks it over to the right wing to Bloomer. They're going inside. Now it's number 10, Beats attacking the rim and connects. 7-7. Here come the Grizzlies looking to respond.
4 different Cyclones have already scored in this one, so definitely the dynamicness that we predicted about this Cyclone squad has proved to be true.
Eaton with it, top of the key, kicks it to Heston. He'll launch a deep three and leave it short. Rebound controlled by McCullough, and he's going to push the tempo. Near steal by the Grizzlies, but it's kicked out to Bloomer. He'll launch a three and connect it, and that's going to give the Cyclones another lead. First time they've led since it was 1-0 off the first free throw of the ball game. So now it's 10-7. Eaton running the point guard position. Pass tipped. It's Meister with it on the left wing. Active hands by these Cyclones in the zone.
Yes, it is. Beats is just working like a dog out here on the perimeter. He's getting in every single passing lane out here on these Grizzly guards. Nice pass.
Ball skip backside, open three for Meister. Connected for Alex Meister. He's got 7 of the 10 for these Grizzlies. The score's knotted up at 10 all here. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter as the Grizzlies now shift to a 2-3 zone of their own.
Yeah, and just Alex's growth even throughout this season. Halfway through, maybe not even. You can just see his growth as a player, especially on the offensive end.
Near steal by the Grizzlies, and it's going to be a turnover as Titus steps out of bounds after the tip ball by Alex Meister as Titus tried to save it but not successful.
Yeah, I mean, we, of course, talk about Eli Heston, who is the best shooter on this team. But Alex Meister has just tried to prove that point wrong the past couple weeks. Alex Meister has shot the ball really smooth for us on the outside.
Tucker Baldwin checks in for the Cyclones. Cyclones wreaking havoc on the defense. Now Carnahan has it. Here's a wide open three from Eli Heston. It's no good. Heston doesn't connect. Rebound backside by Baldwin. And the Cyclones out on transition. 3-on-2. Ball kick corner to Baldwin. And now it's rotating back around as it's Beats with it. Driving left is McCullough. He kicks it at corner. Richards for 3. He will hit it. So count it for Richards, Jose Richards, for the Cyclones. 13-10. Cyclones back with a 3-point lead.
Confident stroke there by Richards. The second he caught it, he knew he was going to shoot it. That's half the battle there, the shooting in your stride.
Meister, another open three. This kid is feeling it here tonight. From Burlington, Kansas, Alex Meister knots the score right back up. 13 all, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ball rotates. It's McCullough with it now to Richards in the corner. Back to McCullough on the right wing, guarded by none other than Griffin Eaton.
Yeah, Alex already in double digits with 10 of the Grizzlies' 13 points here early.
As Richards has it, kicks it back up top, or Baldwin, correction, kicks it to McCullough. Jump step for McCullough. He connects it and one. As the Grizzlies jumped into him trying to defend him. So McCullough's headed to the line for an and-one opportunity as they're going to get the foul on Alex Meister, as that's going to be his first. Trent Brock's going to take a seat, and number 15, the freshman at 6'6", Hudson Baker's going to check in for the Grizzlies.
They actually got that foul on Trent. I thought it was Alex as well. That's Trent's second foul.
So Trent checks out with 2 fouls, so no fouls on Alex Meister. 15-13 the score. Free throw was no good from McCullough. Meister on the left wing. He's going to drive baseline, kicks it to the corner, an extra pass. Griffin Eaton now drives, kicks it out to Heston. 8 seconds on the clock, cross-court pass. Meister's going to get it, attack the rim, and just barely missed the opportunity for an and one. Either way, Alex Meister's head to the line for 2 free throws here with 4.2 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Grizzlies trailing by 2. Meister's first shot's up, hits the front rim, hits the back rim, and falls off as Meister will step to the line for another free throw opportunity.
And this is the perfect time for somebody else to come in and just start popping down, knocking down shots, because right now Alex is the Cyclones' only focus.
Meister hits the second free throw, 15-14. A heave from the Cyclones, number 24, Carter Mason. That hit the front rim and nearly fell in.
Almost fell.
As at the end of quarter number 1, it's the Labette County Grizzlies trailing the Ottawa Cyclones 15-14. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Grizzlies with the basketball. Ottawa opens up in man-to-man defense here against the Grizzlies. Into the first quarter, scores 15-14. Grizzlies working it now on the offensive side. Meister with it on the left wing as he continues to survey the floor. Now he'll set it back up and kick it to Eaton at the top of the key. Over to Carnahan on the right wing, looking through all the cutters. Hudson Baker cuts through, not there. Now to Heston. Heston's going to drive left, be picked up by McCullough. Now it's back up top to Eaton. Grizzlies look content running their offense here right now against this man-to-man until they break down. As Heston now up top to Baker, now to Eaton on the right wing. Heston cuts through, gets it, goes up. No foul. It's a late foul call as they waited to see it, almost like he was waiting for an and one before he even called it. But Heston hits the deck, and he'll head to the line for 2 free throws as the foul is going to be called on number 12, Noah McCullough. It's his first and the Ottawa's team's 4th. First shot from Heston is up and in. Grizzlies knot it back up at 15 all with 1 free throw to come here for Heston.
I also think it's really crucial that we're showing the ability to get the ball inside. And if we don't finish, we're getting fouled here. This will be our 8th free throw in the night.
Second free throw from Heston is in. 16-15. Grizzlies go back into the zone once again. 2-3 zone look here against the Cyclones. As it's Beats with the basketball, tries to skip it cross court. Errant pass corralled by McCullough. As now it is Baldwin driving right, kicks it to Richards in the corner. He's going to cross court pass it to McCullough. He had to go airborne to get to it. Ball goes inside, kicks it back out. 3 from Richards, and he connects it. Confident stroke from the senior at 6'3", Jose Richards. As it's 18-16 now, Cyclones right back with the lead.
I don't think Richards left that corner that whole possession, and he made his 3 earlier in this corner. So that's kind of his sweet spot, is what I'm being told right now.
Baker has it, top key, kicks it to the corner, and there's a foul for a hold underneath, and it's going to go on number 5, Jake Titus, as he's chasing Meister corner to corner, and just that time he grabbed the jersey and the official saw it. As Baldwin's going to check out, we're going to see number 2, Bloomer, check back in. Or actually, they're going to correct it. Bloomer's going to stay in. Now McCullough's going to head to the bench.
And you wonder if Alex didn't have 11 points, would he have held him?
And miscommunication there by the Grizzlies on the inbound, as Eaton thought Heston was flaring out, and he wasn't. And so then a turnover against the Grizzlies. And you bring that right, Meister's hot, so maybe you're trying to stick to him as much as you can, not allow him to get another shot up right now. Driving right now is Beats. He kicks it to the corner to Richards, skips it cross court to Baldwin. He's going to drive in now. Baker met it at the top, but they're going to call a foul on Hudson Baker. I don't know what more they want Baker to do.
Yeah.
As Baker had his arm straight up, if anything, he could have called a foul against Ottawa for holding Baker out. Either way, 2 shots coming for number 15. Baldwin hits the first one on the front rim and rolls in. 1 more to come here for Baldwin and the Cyclones. Cyclones leading 19-16. Second free throw is up and in. Cyclones lead extends to 4 now.
Yeah, we're going to have to be careful. I'm not saying necessarily I'm not saying that Ottawa's just the much better team, but I think you kind of know what I mean. We can't find ourselves down 12-15 at halftime here.
Meister with it, punk fakes and gets his man in the air, drives now, kicks it backside, ball reversal, nice for the Grizzlies. Heston's driving, kicks it to Eaton, he'll launch a 3, and in and out, rebound, Alex Meister on the backside loses, it's poked out by Richards, and here come the Cyclones. It's Beats with the basketball, skips to the corner to Baldwin, back to Beats, and the ball already reverses around the perimeter. As Beats drives left, stops, kicks it, ball reversal again to Richards in the corner, good closeout by the Grizzlies. Inside it goes now to Titus as he dumps it inside to Baldwin. They're going to get a foul on the big man, Hudson Baker, once again. As Baker's going to have 2 fouls now, as this one is going to send Baldwin to the line once again, as Trent Brock's headed to the table along with Trey Vinson. Shot is up here from number 15, Baldwin. It's no good. 3 subs for Labette County as Carnahan, Baker, and Eaton check out. We're going to see Vincent and Brock return to the game, and now we're going to see a new face in senior number 11, the 6-foot senior, Cooper Peak. Second shot from Baldwin is up and in, 21-16. Grizzlies with the basketball, trying to respond here to the Cyclone run here in the second quarter. Ball up top now to Meister. Kicks it over to Peak on the right wing, now into the corner to Heston. Up top to Vincent, guarded closely by Bloomer. Now back to Heston. Heston, only free throws in the ball game for him so far, and there's a pull-up contested, no good. Rebound by Beats, as Beats will bring it up the floor for the Cyclone offense. As he'll dribble right now, kick it back up top to Bloomer. Now back to Beats. He'll launch a three of his own, leaves it long. What a rebound by number 5, Jake Titus. As you just tell, he was well above everybody and just grabbed it over the top of Meister and put it back in. 23-16 now, Cyclones.
Yeah, that's just his second bucket on the night, but a big bucket because it's stretching a little bit now.
Meister launches a three, almost a heat check here for Meister. Hits the front rim and falls off. As now subs for the Cyclones, it's going to be number 12, McCullough, coming back into the game, and now into the ball game for the first time, Austin Nitcher, a 5'10 junior.
Yeah, like I mentioned just a minute ago, whenever we were down 4, we got to be careful. We cannot be down by double digits at halftime. We got to keep this tight going into the locker room.
Nitcher running the point guard position. Got away with a carry there. Ball got up high, and they didn't call it. Bloomer now with it, guarded by Vincent. As now he searches the floor, and they're going to go inside to Richards. Richards working against Peak, and a near steal, and now loose on the deck. Meister picks it up, and he's going to be knocked to the deck as the foul is going to go on number 2, Chase Bloomer. As we'll see if that's Bloomer's first and the team's 6th against the Cyclones. Grizzlies trailing here 23-16, 3:48 remains here in the second quarter. 2-3 zone here, or man-to-man correction for the Cyclones, as Heston has it at the top of the key. Coach Arbright barks out his play call. As now Heston with it, works to the right side. Grizzlies got 4 up, straight across all through the free throw lanes. Now it's Vincent driving left, kicks it out to Meister. Meister's going to drive, put a floater in the lane, connect it for Alex Meister. What a take, 23-18. Grizzlies need another stop here, down 5.
Yeah, and Alex has 13 now of the 18.
McCullough drives, he dishes it off to number 5, Jake Titus, and there better be a foul called against number 12, McCullough, as he came flying in, just sat on the back of Alex Meister, and he is going to get called for the foul. That's his second. Set on the back of Cooper Peak, correction, I think. Nope, it is Meister head to the line.
Meister, yep.
So Meister's going to head to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's 2 fouls on McCullough. 3:09 to go, and the Grizzlies are in the bonus.
These are going to be big down the stretch.
As first one is no good. Jackie
I shouldn't have
spoke too
said anything.
soon.
I should have just,
23-18, ball all the way up the floor for Ottawa, as it's going to be number 2, Bloomer with it. Heston tried to go for the steal and picked up the foul as he tried to get it away from Austin Nitcher, the point guard now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and it's kind of like I said, Alex with 13 of the 18, kind of a reflection of the Pittsburgh game, except we're not really getting blown out in this one. It's kind of a lesser example of that because we're going to need somebody else to score other than Alex for us to win this game. I mean, I'm sorry, but we do.
Eaton takes it away from Nitcher, goes coast to coast, misses the layup as he checked in just now for Eli Heston. As now he picks right back up on the defense, as it is Eaton in along with Chase Carnahan as Meister and Heston get a break here. Nitcher kicks it now back top to Richards as it goes into cutting Bloomer, and he throws it out the back corner, trying to get it to his corner man McCullough. Nitcher's going to check out, and Beats comes back into the point guard position. That layup is a huge one, as now you're looking at down 3 with 2:30 versus 5.
It was. I mean, you could definitely tell and feel that it sucked the air a little bit out of the life of the Grizzlies here. But still, I mean, you're just down 5. I mean, with 18 minutes of basketball left to play.
Eaton with it on the right wing, now works around the top of the perimeter, kicks it back over to Carnahan on the left wing. He squares up, now looks cross court as it's Peak with the basketball in the right corner. He kicks it up top to Carnahan, now back to Peak, guarded by McCullough. Ball rotates around the perimeter, back in the opposite corner. Now Carnahan with it, Brock posted up, they elect not to go in. As now Vincent gets it, he drives, goes up, he is fouled, and he'll head to the line for another 2 free throws, as I think there's been some addressing for the Grizzlies of we got to attack and quit settling, as that's team foul number 8 against the Cyclones. Vincent's head to the line, first foul against Brady Beats. Vincent hits the first of 2 free throws. Heston's checking back in. He will replace Cooper Peak. And number 20, Easton Hodge, will check into the basketball game and replace Trent Brock with those 2 fouls. Second shot from Vincent is up, hits the front rim, no good. Easton Hodge, what a hustle play, saves it to Vincent. Vincent's going to attack again and draw yet another foul, and it all sets up because of the hustle by Easton Hodge.
Yeah, it was a great play. I mean, and he just checked in.
Yeah.
And he just checked in, and he doesn't play astounding minutes, and so it's plays like that that earn you minutes.
Vincent will step to the line for 2 free throws. He hits the first one, 23-20 the score. 1:47 remains in the half. 2 fouls now against Beats, as now Richards is going to check out, the man who elected not to box out Easton Hodge. And now number 15, Tucker Baldwin's checked in. Vincent's second free throw's up, hits the front rim and rolls over. 23-21.
Big free throws there.
And a big stop here coming for these Labette County Grizzlies as they go back to man-to-man. Beats with it on the left wing, kicks it up to McCullough. Inside to cutting Baldwin. Hodge picks up the foul as someone got screened. I think it was Heston who got screened. So Baldwin's head to the line here, 1:35 to go in the half. Already with a 2-point lead are the Cyclones.
Yeah, and Baldwin has, this will be his 5th and 6th free throw of the night, so he's gotten to the line now for 3 times.
As that one was left severely short by Baldwin. Almost, it's an awkward-looking free throw for Baldwin. It's almost like it's leaning forward, but it's something that's worked. I think he's connected on half of his free throws so far. Next one is up, hits the front rim. Better-looking free throw there for Baldwin, as it does roll off, and now it's Labette County basketball, 23-21. And it comes to the left wing to Eaton. Eaton up top to Hodge. Now it rotates around the perimeter. Now to Vincent, up top to Heston. He's got an open 3 over McCullough, and it hits the back rim and bounces over the backboard. And that would have been a huge, it's almost like that is the momentum swing there for the Grizzlies, but it's left just a touch long as Coach Argabright wanted that one.
Yeah, he did. I mean, if I had a chance to stop and think about what play we were going to run there, I would have probably picked that one. Coming off the double screen at the free throw line, Heston at the top, or Alex.
McCullough drives in the lane, spins right into the chest of the Grizzly defender and draws the foul. Coach Argabright wants to travel, does not get it, as the foul is going to go on number 20, Easton Hodge, as that's his second, team foul number 8 against Labette County. First shot from McCullough is up and in, 24-21. Cyclones with a 3-point lead here, 1:04 to go in the first half. Second shot is up and rattles around the rim and off. Grizzlies still trail by 3 here, 1 minute to go in the first half action. Vincent on the left wing now drives, kicks it to Eaton around the perimeter. Carnahan fakes out the defense, now gets it to Heston. Heston goes baseline, now loses the handle, gets it out to Eaton. 47 seconds now to go in this half. Vincent into the corner to Carnahan, as Carnahan will move it up. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone here for these Cyclones, as Heston drives, kicks to the corner, and they're going to say a traveling violation against Eli Heston.
What?
As Coach Argabright just kind of looks on, doesn't say a word. 24-21. Grizzlies need a stop here with 29 seconds to go in the half. Trailing by 3. Ball goes over to number 2, Bloomer. He hits a cutting Baldwin. What a cut. The kid continues to get to the rim.
Yeah, he does.
The Grizzlies have got to find an answer to get him to stay off the free throw line, as he now will head to the line for his 9th and 10th free throw.
7th and 8th. Yep. This
9th
is his
and
7th.
10th. Oh, you just drew the circles. I got you.
Yeah.
As first one goes in for Baldwin. 25-21. One more to come here for Baldwin and the Cyclones, as this one is up and in. for Baldwin. 26-21, 5-point Cyclone lead, 17 seconds on the clock. Grizzlies looking for some momentum here to close out the half. A bucket would be huge.
It is.
As down to 10 seconds, inside to Hodge. Hodge has it ripped away by Beats. Now to McCullough. McCullough's going to attack. 2 seconds on the clock. Beats launches a deep three and hits it at the buzzer, and exactly what you don't want if you're a Grizzly fan. 29-21 at the half. Cyclones with an 8-point lead. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We come back. We will have halftime stats for you here from the Burlington Invitational.
It can happen any time or place. You feel a tingle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you try to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast. Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Dulahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Dulahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do, and this is the right tool for that job.
Halftime score here from the Burlington Invitational. It is the Ottawa Cyclones 29 and Labette County Grizzlies 21. Jack, I'm going to turn it over to you for those halftime stats.
Sure, for Labette County, leading scorer Alex Meister with 13 of the 21 for Labette County, followed by Carnahan and Vinson with 3, and Eli Heston with 2, both from the free throw line. And for the Cyclones, nobody in double digits, leading scorer Jose Richards with 6, Baldwin, McCullough, and Bloomer with 5, and Titus with 4. And early on, it looked like Jake Titus, was going to be an issue, but just with 4 points. But that doesn't mean much as against Coffeyville. Tariq Logan, their best player in the first half, had like 3 points and ended up scoring like 17, 18 in the second half. So we'll see if Jake Titus, who looked dominant early, can come alive in the second half. But a huge, like, what was that, like an 10-0 run, 10-2 run? I mean, that hurts bad.
The 3 at the buzzer really kills momentum heading into the locker room. Grizzlies got to find out how to respond. Again, it's nothing the Grizzlies aren't used to. They're used to trailing all except for the Coffeyville game. And so they know how to fight back. They've been in close games. They've just got to continue to do so. And so we'll see what the Grizzlies are made of. Down by 8 in the locker room currently are the Grizzlies as they look to try and scrap back and get into that 5th place game here against who knows from the other side, as it will be Burlington or whoever. I don't know who Burlington will play, but the Grizzlies have got to take care of business here, down by 8 to the Cyclones, and continue to play good defense. Defense really wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
In the half, just a couple miscues that hurt for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and I think it was second quarter, I think it was around the 6 minute mark, 5 to 6 minute mark, where I said, this is where you got to be careful. And we were down 4.
Yep.
And that's not much, but you could feel it. And I was afraid this was going to happen, and it did. We're down 8, which isn't much. I mean, it's not, especially in a game of basketball that can turn on a dime. But it just hurts whenever they got that lead how they did.
Yep.
And it's so defeating. And we'll just see if we can come out and pretend like it never happened, which is all you can do. Try your best and forget the rest, and we'll see what happens.
As the Grizzlies make their way back out on the floor, there's 4:50 to go until the start of the second half. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half here between your Labette County Grizzlies and the Ottawa Cyclones.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here, we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
Grizzlies getting warmed up here for the second half as Ottawa just does make their way back out onto the floor here for the second half. As Jack, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors for tonight's boys action.
Yeah, and we'd like to remind everybody that tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op, as well as a few other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall with the Financial Services of Altamont, as well as MJ's Burger House. And make sure that you all stay tuned for our post-game show here after the second half of play concludes, which is brought to you by Bowen Pharmacy.
Minute 30 to go. Jack, there's not much else. You're going to have to grit up and be ready to play basketball if you're going to make a climb back from 8 down. You've got to at least cut it in half here by the end of the third quarter, if not be tied or within 1 or 2. But being down 4 heading into the fourth isn't a bad feeling as long as you're not having to score a lot to keep up with them. But the Grizzlies know what they're capable of. Eli Heston's got to get hot eventually. I don't know what his scoring totals were against Caulfield, but he's been silent since the beginning of the season. But I sat here and I've watched him shoot before this. I think he's hit 4 or 5 threes from the corner, hit 4 and 5 from the left wing. So he's got the shot. He's starting to figure it out. He's just got to get one to go in the game. Once he gets going with one, the rest are to come.
Yeah, there's zero question. Like I said, he's the best shooter on the team. I don't care if he goes the second half without making a three. He's the best shooter on this basketball team. I've shot around with him at my house, at his house, at the gym. He's the best shooter on this basketball team, trust me.
You mean you don't outshoot Eli Heston?
I have a couple times. I'm sure I have a couple times. I can get hot myself every once in a while. But we're not here to talk about me. But no, you're right. We have to win this third quarter, even if that's just by 2 points. That's so important.
Yep.
That we have to win this third quarter, and I think it begins by feeding the ball inside. Whenever Trent Brock or Alex sometimes would catch the ball in the short corner, kind of baseline deep towards the block, it seemed like good things happen. We'd hit a cutter, get fouled, go to the free throw line. It seemed like good things happened for us whenever we found a post on the inside.
Grizzlies start on the defensive end as Beats is going to have it for the Cyclones. It's Beats, McCullough, Bloomer, as now Beats gets it. They're going to go right into action, though, as it's going to go to Titus. And now Richards gets the start here in the second half. A driving Beats scores it for the Cyclones to extend that lead to 10. Here's the Grizzlies with their first possession on the offensive end, as it's going to go right side to Carnahan. It's Carnahan, Heston, Vincent, Meister, and Brock. Ball comes left wing to Vincent. Man-to-man defense here from the Cyclones. Up top now to Heston on the top of the right key. Kicks it to Carnahan on the right wing. Sets a screen by Heston. Now to Carnahan. He's going to drive baseline against McCullough. Gets all the way underneath the rim. Kicks it to Carnahan. He'll launch a three. It's long and strong. Rebound Meister. No foul, but out of bounds to Labette County.
Alex Meister maybe does the best job on this team of crashing the glass, because he's not usually in position because he doesn't really mess around in the paint. He will here.
Alex Meister goes up, misses the 2-footer, and they're going to get a rebound by the Cyclones, Titus, as it's Beats now setting up the offense for the Cyclones. A double screen on Heston, not successful. Now Richard has it, guarded by Meister. Inside McCullough, out top now to Bloomer, as Beats is going to set it back up at the top of the key. Bloomer kicks it to Richards. Richards on the left wing, looks inside now to McCullough. He's going to drive in, picks up his dribble, reverses it out to Bloomer. Now inside to Beats, no good. Rebound by Heston and a foul by Beats, and that is his third, as that's not something you want as the head coach see your point guard pick up his third foul.
Yeah, and he's been huge for him. He seems kind of like their aggressor. He's their firecracker, if that's how you want to say it. On both ends of the court, he's the cutter. He never stops moving. He's definitely been a big piece of their offense and defense tonight.
Vincent with it at the top of the key, kicks it to the right side to Carnahan. 6:28, just 2 minutes into this second half. Grizzlies down by 10. Brock to Meister. Meister surveys, kicks it to Heston. Now going to go set a screen, slip it now. Heston on it, kicks it to Vincent. Vincent's going to drive into the middle of the floor, kick it to Carnahan. Thought about the three, now it's Meister. Meister drives up to the top, kicks it to Heston. Now Carnahan in the corner, drives baseline, and Beats picks up his fourth, and that is huge for Labette County, as now you're going to see number 22, Nitcher, come into the ball game, and Nitcher looked to struggle a little bit with the basketball when Griffin Eaton got up on him and put pressure.
Yeah, and here on the offensive end, it seems like our guards have passed up a few opportunities to maybe not an easy lane to the rim, but a lane that we may get fouled on. So I'd like to see us take these open gaps no matter how small they are here.
Meister with it, open three from the top right of the key, no good. Rebound McCullough, as he's going to push the tempo and get it to Titus. Titus looked to shovel his feet. No foul, not a block nor a charge. So no whistle at all, and the conversion for the Cyclones increases the lead to 12.
As Jay Billis would say, you've got to call either a block or a charge there. You got to call something.
Exactly, as Vincent drives up and under. What a move from Trey Vincent, as that looks like a next level move there for Vincent, as his little hesitation hang in the air and reverse it with a scoop. 33-23, McCullough with it, kicks it to the right side to Nitcher. Nitcher now kicks it over to Bloomer. Dribble weave here for the Cyclones. McCullough gets in the lane against Carnahan. Carnahan's going to foul him, trying to deny him the basket. So McCullough's headed to the line for 2 free throws, as it's the first team foul against the Grizzlies of the half. We'll see what number that is on Carnahan, as it looks like it's number 2 against Chase.
And what Trey did in that nice layup here is exactly what I was referring to earlier when I said take those gaps. He did not have a big gap to get to the rim there, but he took a gamble at it and made a good finish at the rim.
McCullough hits the first of 2 free throws. One more to come, as it is up and in. 36-24, 35-23 timeout for Coach McCullough and the Cyclones. 5:13 to go here in this third quarter, as it's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them here on KLKC.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
12-point deficit for the Grizzlies here. Heston has the basketball as it's going to go to Carnahan. Now back to zone are these Cyclones. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone here against the Grizzlies, transitioning it down into a 3-2 at points. Ball goes to Heston on the right wing, kicks it up to Vincent. Vincent surveys, gets Carnahan in the middle, now to Meister, drives baseline. They're getting a hand check foul against number 30, Jose Richards, as that is going to be his second, I believe, as that's the third team foul, and that is the second against Richards. And here comes number 15, Tucker Baldwin, as Baldwin's a 6'3 senior who's been to the line numerous times already in this one. Ball rotates to Meister, now to Heston. He'll launch a three. He needs one to go, and there it is. Can it from downtown for Eli Heston. 35-26, Grizzly lead, or trails now the Cyclones by 9. McCullough has it, drives, kicks it to Nitcher. Nitcher now goes inside to Baldwin, and they're going to say an illegal screen against the Cyclones, as they're going to get number 2, Chase Bloomer, for the illegal screen. That's his second, Cyclones' fourth already here in this third quarter.
Anytime Eli Heston makes a three, you just get so excited about the next time we have the ball because you know what can happen.
As ball rotates to Vincent, now back to Eli Heston. Again, still a zone look here from the Cyclones. Heston's now going to switch to run the baseline. Meister's going to stay up top. As now Heston's wide open.
He's open.
He has it. He'll launch another three over Baldwin. Here he comes. Eli Heston from downtown. Back-to-back threes on back-to-back possessions. 6-point trailing now are the Grizzlies. 30-second timeout, Labette County. We'll keep it here. And Jack, because I have a feeling we'll forget about it later.
Yeah, probably.
Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time.
Yeah, we'd like to remind everybody that tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op, as well as a few other sponsors. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House.
Grizzlies trail by 6. They're in man-to-man defense. Nitcher picks up his dribble and gets it to Bloomer. Now over to McCullough, guarded by Carnahan. Kicks it to the corner to Titus, working against Brock. They go inside to Baldwin. Baldwin goes up, misses the two-footer, and it's followed by McCullough. Good defense by Meister originally, just no box outs on the backside, as the lead swells back to 8 here for the Cyclones.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tip-in. It's tough even if you do box out. I mean, that's always what you want to do is get a body on somebody, but McCullough hasn't really lit us up, knock on wood, but a nice tip in there by him.
As McCullough goes to guarding Heston now. Ball goes to the left wing to Vincent. Screen for Heston. He's wide open as it hits around every side of the rim, and now Trent Brock with the hustle save, kicks it to Vincent. Vincent's going to drive, and they're going to say he shuffled his feet before he put it on the deck. Traveling violation against Labette County, and if that one would have went for Eli Heston, man, oh man.
Yeah, it's getting to the point now where, you know, I look down at some of the Grizzly fans after they called the travel on Trey, and they all kind of just go, oh, dang it. You know, you see some animations, and earlier in the game you wouldn't have had that. So you can definitely feel some life here.
As Trent Brock tried to deny the entry pass into Titus, it is his third personal foul, and that's going to be the second team foul against the Labette County Grizzlies. McCullough inbounds to cutting Baldwin. He connects on this one. Great cut by Baldwin, great find by McCullough. 39-29. Cyclones lead is back to double digits at 10 after having it down to 6. Heston with it, top of the key, drives right, spins back into the lane, kicks it to Trent Brock. Ball rotates around the perimeter, now into the corner to Brock. Now up top to Heston, loses control but corrals it. Vincent with it on the left wing, now into the corner to Meister. Meister surveys, gives it to Brock. Brock now dribbles, hands it off to Heston. Heston works on the right side. Carnahan at the top of the key. He drives, gets in the lane, kicks it to Vincent. Vincent now drives, skips it to Meister. Open three for Alex. He will connect. Alex Meister with another triple on the night. Cut the lead to 7 now for the Cyclones as Grizzlies look to get one stop at a time. As Bloomer has it, hands it off to McCullough working against Carnahan.
That whole possession, you knew we were going to shoot a 3. You could just tell.
Nitcher drives against Heston, now kicks it to Bloomer. Bloomer now over to Baldwin. Back up top to Bloomer now. Bloomer kicks it over to the left side to Nitcher, worked on by Heston. Nitcher gets by Heston, drives, he looks to get away with a travel, goes up and under and scores it. 9-point Cyclone lead here, 1:22 to go in the third quarter. It's 41-32. Heston with it, kicks it to Carnahan. Carnahan now to Meister on the left side. He drives baseline. They cut him off. Now he gets it to Heston in the corner. Heston gets it out of the corner, pulls up in the lane, around the rim and out. Needed that one to go. 9-point Cyclone lead. Nitcher with the basketball as he's going to kick it over to Baldwin once again.
Not a bad look. I mean, it's a 7-foot jumper that went in and out. Not a bad look by Eli.
Baldwin on the left wing looks to drive now, as he will kick it over to the right side, and it's going to be Nitcher with it. Now back up top to McCullough. 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Grizzlies looking to get one final stop as McCullough has it, hits the deck. Carnahan looked to get away with the foul there, as it's Bloomer now pressured by Vincent. As Bloomer hands it off to Nitcher. Now Heston steals it. Heston driving the lane, can't pick it up, as I think he could have grabbed it at least. And now it's a steal and a take back the other way as Titus lays it in. 11 seconds on the clock. Vincent dishes it inside to Brock.
Pass.
Brock lays it in as they exchange buckets there, so nobody hurt on it. In fact, Grizzlies could have cut into the lead. McCullough has it, pulls up for 3, no good. And so at the end of the third quarter, it is the Ottawa Cyclones 43 and the Labette County Grizzlies 34. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
(43-34) Labette County basketball to start this fourth quarter. Heston with it at the top of the key, working against McCullough. As now he'll get it back. He'll launch a deep 3. It's long, hits the front of the rim and falls off. Rebound by Richards, and not the shot it looked like Argerbright wanted there to start the quarter.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was 2 inches from going in, and if it would have went in, Argerbright would have liked it, but that's how it goes.
As now a kick to Baldwin, short corner. He connects it, 45-34. Cyclones extending the lead now to 11.
Yeah, Baldwin quietly having a really good game. He's now got 9 points on the night.
Griffin Eaton checks in here for Trey Vincent, and it's Easton Hodge in for Trent Brock. As Carnahan has it on the left wing, now kicks it over to Heston. Heston drives right, nothing there. As he'll now lob it into Hodge. Hodge gets it, works against number 5, Titus. He misses. Rebound, Nitcher up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin tries to throw it over the top of over Carnahan. Not successful as Carnahan punches it out of bounds. 45-34. Grizzlies got to slowly start getting stops to try and climb back into this one, down 11.
Yeah, and that was probably the best, or at least the strongest, post move I've seen from Easton Hodge this year. Really nice move.
Inside to Titus, he shuffled the feet. Traveling violation, turnover against the Cyclones. As every possession, I know you're down 11, but every possession becomes critical at this point.
Yeah, and if Ottawa was so much better than us, I wouldn't have so much hope right now. I would just be like, okay, we're down 11, whatever. But they're not.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be 11 points. It shouldn't be.
Carnahan hands it off to Meister. He drives, gets a foot in the lane, pulls up from the free throw line and connects. What a shot from Alex Meister. 9-point lead now. A press coming from Labette County as McCullough has it, throws it in the middle of Baldwin. Nobody covers back door, and Richards gets it wide open to connect. As Coach Argerbright is not pleased with the presence on defense there as Trent Brock's checking back into the ballgame.
Yeah, that's the one vulnerable spot in the press that can slip sometimes, is way over the top.
Meister pump fakes, and they're going to get a foul against Titus for a hand check. And so a foul against the Cyclones. That's number 6. So one away from the bonus, and that'd be huge for the Grizzlies here if they can get it here within the next minute. As Hodge will head to the bench, and Brock will check back in. Meister inbounding for Labette County. Nothing there. They've got to get it in, and a 5-second call against Labette County as Coach Argerbright just continues to look on as press breaker for the Grizzlies. It's a 1-2-2 press now against the Cyclones.
Yeah, and if you're looking to come back and win this game, I mean, you can probably make a couple mistakes, but not little ones like that.
Yeah. As the Beats drives, first time he's been back in since foul trouble, as Carnahan pokes it out of bounds, and it will be Labette County basketball, or not Labette County basketball, Cyclone basketball here underneath as McCullough will set to inbound it. So he gets it in, lobs it in to Titus, works against Brock, spin move into the lane, leaves it short. Titus goes up, and Brock works underneath him, and he hits the deck. As that is going to be, I think, foul number 4 against Trent Brock, as it is.
Titus has looked the best off of his own misses. That's whenever he scores, is he'll shoot it, get you out of position, get his own rebound, and go right back up.
Titus gets the ball in on the inbounds. Now they'll kick it to Beats. Beats pressured by Heston as he works right, now goes left, hands it off to Baldwin. Baldwin drives, hands it off to McCullough. He gets in the lane, kicks it to Titus for 3. It is up and short. Good box out by Trent Brock as he draws the foul on Titus. As a sub coming in for Titus, this one's going to be number 24, Carter Mason, who started the ball game but did not get the start in the second half, as Titus is going to sit down with 4 personal fouls. As now they just say that's team 6. I thought that was team number 7, but I guess not. As ball goes over to Eaton, now to Heston. Now to Meister. Meister throws an errant pass out of bounds, tipped by Beats of the Cyclones, as Meister caught another break on that one. Seems to be getting a little loose with the basketball here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you just like that 5-second call. I mean, and that should have been stolen. I mean, you can't take that for granted at all.
Carnahan with it, kicks it over to Heston, guarded by McCullough. He backs it out now. 5 minutes to go in this ball game. Grizzlies trailing by 11. Carnahan has it, drives, gets a foot in the lane, kicks it to Meister. He's going to drive now, kicks it back out, and it's taken by McCullough, trying to get it to Heston. And they're going to get a foul on Eli Heston for the body. As now Heston's going to pick up his second personal foul. and that will be Labette County's 4th team foul. Ball inbounded to Beats. As Beats comes to the center of the lane, kicks it over to number 24, Mason. Dribble weave action again as Baldwin is forced to pick up his dribble as Eaton's all over him. Hands it off to Beats now as Beats now picks up his dribble and gives it back to Baldwin, who gets in the lane, kicks to the corner. Richards for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound McCullough on the backside. He'll go up and be fouled by number 10, Chase Carnahan.
Yeah, and again, we see another offensive rebound and almost put back. We've seen that multiple times. There was one, Chase was the only Grizzly there, and there were 2 Cyclones. And that's not the first time that this has happened tonight. We've definitely been losing Cyclones, and we don't have enough bodies in the paint after they put a shot up. All of our attention's on the outside.
First shot from McCullough is good as Hudson Baker is going to check back out, and Trey Vincent comes in. So 5 guards on the floor here for Coach Argerbright, as it's another conversion at the free throw line for McCullough. It is 49-36, 13-point Cyclone lead, and another errant miscommunication pass by the Grizzlies, as this time it's Griffin Eaton throwing it out of bounds, trying to get it to Eli Heston.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it fatigue? I mean, Eli Heston looks wiped. He's tired. But I mean, that's just, there was no defensive pressure there. We just threw it away.
As Mason hands it off now to Baldwin, he'll kick it to the corner to Titus. Titus now surveys the floor, gets it inside to McCullough, lobs it back out to Beats. As Beats now kicks it over to Baldwin. Baldwin will bring it to the center of the floor. He leaves his feet, finds Beats. 3:48 to go in this one, and that's a traveling violation. No call on the floor. Carnahan picks it up and gives it up to Alex Meister. 49-36, Cyclones with the lead.
We got to score here. We got to score here.
As Carnahan gets in the lane, gets it out to Heston. Heston gets a step in the lane once again, kicks it out. Now it's Vincent over to Meister. Meister thought about the 3 but decided not to. Carnahan over to Eaton, now to Vincent in the corner. Grizzlies using too much time if they're trying to cut into this lead. Carnahan into the lane, spin move, no good. Rebound, Baldwin for the Cyclones.
I would like to see Alex put that shot up. I think maybe he feels a little guilty of shooting too much because he hasn't made one for a bit, and you can't feel guilty of that, especially whenever you have, I think he's got 16, 18. I mean, you can't. I mean, we need something, and he's the hottest player tonight, so might as well put it up.
As a foul against Eli Heston, as that is his 3rd, team 6th against the Grizzlies. Beats with the basketball again, guarded by Heston. Kicks it over now to Bloomer. Bloomer guarded by Eaton. Now Bloomer picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. Back cut by McCullough. Up and under. Spin it off the backboard and in. 51-36. The lead is swelling here against the Grizzlies as they're struggling to find a way to score the basketball here in this 4th quarter. Heston with it now. Kicks it over to Griffin Eaton. Now over to Carnahan. Carnahan to Meister. Back to Carnahan it goes. 2:26 remains in this one. Long 3 from Eli Heston. Wide right, no good. As a sub coming in for the Cyclones, it's Richards replacing number 24, Carter Mason.
Yeah, I mean, the 3rd quarter, you could kind of feel some momentum. I mean, we tied them in the 3rd quarter. We are still down 9 coming into the 4th. But all the 4th quarter has just been dead.
As another foul on Eli Heston trying to go for the steal. As that's going to be team foul number 7, 4th personal against Heston. As that's going to send Beats to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. 2:14 remains in this one, 51-34. As a held ball here for the Cyclones. Coach Argerbright barking, wanting it over the back. Ball getting ready to inbound for McCullough. Argerbright continually to bark about it.
Yeah, he might get a tech here.
He might be thinking, I might just go get one. As now it goes to Beats. Beats working against Carnahan. Good defense by Chase. Kicks it over to McCullough. Now McCullough guarded by defensive pressure continue to pick up for the Grizzlies. It's just a dribble handoff clock formation, and here's a foul against Chase Carnahan, as it's going to be Brady Beats headed to the line for a 1-and-1 here at the 147 mark, 51-36. Cyclones with the lead.
Yeah, it's been a dry fourth quarter on both ends. It just seems like something happened, and it just felt like we lost all will to try to win this, and it's been winnable all game.
As they're just getting out-hustled at this point, Grizzlies look tired, and Cyclones still look fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it, and it necessarily shouldn't be that way because we've played just as many, if not more, players than they have.
Meister launches a three and connects it here, 51-39, 1:32 to go here until this one is over. Clock is winding. 5-second call not called. Nobody's back, and the Cyclones can get rid of it as they have a timeout. Cyclones. 51-39, 1:23 to go here. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on KLKC.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Doolahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
To 39, the score here in Burlington. Grizzlies trailing the Ottawa Cyclones. 1:22 remains as McCullough has it worked on by Vinson. And Vinson trying to get a steal, and he picks up the foul, so McCullough will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Team foul number 9. Next one puts him in the double bonus, as that's Vinson's second personal foul. McCullough's first shot is up, short rim. Rebound by Titus against Carnahan, as now McCullough grabs it, stripped out. Carnahan still fighting for it, and he grabs it. Now here comes Meister. Meister looks the floor, has the pass tipped, and they're going to leave it with Labette County, as Alex tried to skip it up to Heston. Might have been a touch late either way.
Yeah.
But had the ball deflected by the Cyclone defender.
Yeah, but Chase got his hand on nothing but ball down here 3 times in a row to give it back to us.
As Meister's going to launch a deep three, leave it just short. 51-39, Grizzlies are still playing full court defense here. Ball goes corner to Richards. He's not going to shoot the three, as they're going to get a foul for a hold against Trey Vinson. That's his third. At the 53-second mark, it's going to be a final score. Grizzlies will fall here, just a matter by how much. So if we look ahead to Friday, the Labette County girls will play for a 5th place finish, as the first shot is up for Richards and in. So the Labette County Lady Grizzlies will play Friday at 6 o'clock in Burlington High School. So bear with us on Fridays. We're going to have to flip sides next on Friday. And there's a rebound off the miss by Meister. Kicks it over to Eaton. 47 seconds on the clock now, as it's Meister with it, kicks it over to Heston. Heston's going to kick it to Eaton now. Eaton's going to drive and draw the foul against Beats. That's his 5th. So Beats will check out of the ball game with 5. As the sub coming in will be Baldwin for Beats. So Eaton will head to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity here for the Grizzlies. Takes a dribble, spins it on his hand. Shot is up, leaves it long. Rebound pulled down, tipped by Carnahan, pulled down by Meister. So now Meister's going to head to the line for 2 shots.
I'm over here scrambling. I'm erasing circles. I'm drawing circles. They're calling a lot of fouls. A lot of fouls.
18 so far in the second half.
That's pretty good.
Meister's first shot is up and in. Alex continues to have a great night for the Grizzlies. We were saying Eli was the one carrying the load to start. Now it's Meister flipping the script. Now Eli's just got to join the party eventually.
Yep.
As the second one is good from Meister.
It's 22.
So 22 for Meister. and it has a good night. 23 of the 41 to Alex. So a great night for Alex here in the second round of the Burlington Invitational. As the foul's going to go on number 3 for the Grizzlies. Griffin Eaton sends number 2 for the Cyclones. If I can find him here. I'm on Burlington's page. Number 2, Bloomer, hits the first of 2 shots, so 1 more to come for Bloomer. It is up long, no good. Rebound tracked down by Titus. He's in the corner. Carnahan just takes it away from him. Now Carnahan dribbles it off a foot, kicks it to Vincent. As Vincent's going to push the floor, gets it into the lane, kicks it to Meister. Can Meister add to it? Leaves it just a touch long. As now, I don't know what the point of it is. Chase is just like,
give Chase a concussion just so they get the ball back with 18 seconds.
What's the point to throw it off of me as he's smiling back and down the floor?
It's just a natural reaction.
It is. You're used to that at those points.
Yeah.
As Carnahan looks to be okay. As there's another foul. Labette County still playing hard, not wanting to go down. Now Baldwin will head to the line now for 2 shots as Labette County's just looking to prolong this game. 53-41, 16.4 seconds to go in this one.
Subway closes at 9, and I feel like these refs know that. They're extending this game.
You've already been looking, haven't you?
I have.
Says the shot from Baldwin is up and no good. John Redford's going to check into the ball game now for Labette County as he will replace Chase Carnahan.
I'm surprised this is the first time we've seen Redford tonight.
This Coach Arbright just smiles at Carnahan and asks him how his head is, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I would ask him.
Baldwin's second shot hits the front rim and falls in. 55-41. Heston pushing the tempo, pulls up from 3. Long, no good. Rebound by Eaton. Eaton kicks it to Heston again. He's going to pull it again. Around the rim and out. Rebound Meister goes up. No good. Rebound by Meister again as clock winds out. And the final score here from the second round of the Burlington Invitational, it is the Ottawa Cyclones 55 and your Labette County Grizzlies 41. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Jack will have your post-game stats, and we will get you set for Friday night here in round number 3 of the Burlington Invitational.